the thing. I said, he said, y'all just do
Yes, that guy. I'm the host of the Crack Break podcast as well as a lot of other things, but you did not come here to go and hear me talk. Instead, let's actually start going and getting these beautiful actors out over on the stage. But instead of just going to bring them out like every other panel that always goes, we're going to do this a little bit special because we have been waiting for this RWBY panel since last year. Let's do this right. Everybody get up! Get up! You know her. After work on Ruby Rose. Let's give it up for Lindsay Jones. We have the beautiful, the amazing, the ice princess herself. You all know her as Miss Jean. Let's get Eberle. Coming down this way. If you're a friend of black and you're a friend of a cat, you are definitely gonna go with love. Our next actress, as we bring Blake over onto the stage, let's go get out over here, Arryn Zech. Last but definitely not least at all, you might know him from Fairy Tale and Spike. You might know him from Laser Team and Sack. But you definitely know him as Son Wukong. Let's give it up for Michael Jones.
Welcome to the 1 hour of non-stop techno panel. Toss the mic on panel. It's Lindsay's birthday.
No, that's not how we do it here. That's not how I'm not letting that one go. Y'all know what to do. Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Choose the button that says record. Nice. You didn't record any of that? Yes. That's awesome. You know why? But kind of was like, we have to sing happy birthday to you at some point.
Gosh, goodness.
Can we do this one more time?
Y'all are gonna make me cry. Okay. It's random. We gotta do it at the same time. It's recording now. Yay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lindsay.
I'm a year closer to death. Thank you guys.
No joke, that is the first time I've ever sung Happy Birthday.
Awesome. What are we?
My entire life.
That's a sad life. Very soft.
There we go. So thank you guys so much for attending this panel. But let's go over here. How has your experience in Utah been so far?
Doing great. I've been to Utah before just for like sporting events, back when I actually worked out. Like softball and stuff like that. But I never came to Fan Expo, and you guys are awesome. Everyone is so nice. Yeah, thank you very much.
Coming from like 112 degrees in Texas, everyone's like, sorry it's hot here. I'm like, no, it is amazing. Beautiful and everything's so nice. I've never been to Utah ever before, or special Salt Lake City, and it's so pretty, and everyone's great. I have to be back after that.
Yeah,
At least here it's a dry heat.
Right.
In Texas, it's like a damp.
Gross.
Were we supposed to say something?
I like it. Good.
I wish I could say it.
10 out of 10, would visit again.
Yeah. We'll visit again.
It's funny, for my birthday, I guess for anyone who
Oh my God, we know it's your birthday.
Wow.
No.
You heard that happy birthday song again?
What do you want? I have your name card, so maybe it's my birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday. Michael's been wonderful, calling me old all weekend, which is true.
That's not nice.
Where is your name card?
Right?
Yes, yes.
I wasn't invited, I just showed up.
Very son-like manner.
Yeah. I mean, stop much.
I was saying, for tonight, we're trying to go out and party a little bit, but everyone I talked to at the booth is like, you came to the wrong city for that.
Is this whole city like dry?
It's like half no, half yes. Some people know some things that other people don't.
Yeah. There's a speakeasy that like half the room knows about.
There legitimately is a speakeasy here.
Oh, really? Nice. Okay, nice. I just follow up with like, oh, I'll be praying for my birthday. Excellent. Okay. No, I mean, yeah, you can. I would prefer not to pray for my birthday, but you know, that's me. I'm
grateful.
lost soul
Sorry.
too. There's no
I
sin.
know it's already here. It's not like you have to.
It's true.
Yeah, we're funny.
Thank you. They laugh at our dumb jokes. I love it.
Thank you.
Hey, that wasn't even a joke.
I'll never do stand-up because I know this is just a false sense of security.
Oh, it is. It's a total lie.
Yeah. If I did stand-up, everyone would be like, oh my god, who is this person?
Jeff did stand up recently, and
Did he really?
I thought he did a great job. But he was
Yes.
telling us that before the
Killed
show,
it.
he felt like he was gonna throw up.
Yeah, if he's gonna get nervous, then there's no way in heck I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Just give me the script.
Yeah. I'll read.
Beautiful.
All right. Now that we've bantered.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Just sort of like that. Okay, y'all.
Okay, Captain.
Go.
It's even better. At most panels, we just ramble until finally someone's like, you gotta stop.
Yeah. We're waiting on that. We're on our best
You
behavior
have to
right now.
stop us or we won't. Usually Barbara's the one that stops us because she gets like annoyed.
Yeah.
But
It's
she's
like,
like,
I'm
here.
here. Question.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, like I said, so knowing that we do have, you all out over here for voice acting and whatnot, especially as for RWBY, I guess it sort of pertains to everything to go and get those RWBY questions going. So the first question I actually have for the panel, as far as where RWBY has started from to what it is now, what have been some of the favorite moments that you all have had in this kind of journey?
Yeah, I feel like we all have very similar answers. One that we always point to is at RTX when they played part of episode 1. It wasn't even completed yet, but we were all backstage singing for RWBY Girls, and everyone like in the audience lost it. They were applauding and cheering, and like some people were already dressed as the characters. We went, holy F.
We all looked at each other and we're like,
This could be a thing.
real life.
Yeah, basically.
Really happening?
It was David after dentist.
You're right.
I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry.
What about you?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, for his, gosh, well, that's A, what I was going to say. But B, I think, somebody I know, right? And that's not great. I just, overall, I'd say traveling with everybody's been great, too. And she's laughing at me.
No, I'm laughing at
say.
No, I'm laughing at Michael.
I'm listening.
I just love traveling with y'all. And we all come a family, and you get to see all like, see this room right now filled? Like, we're all like, oh my.
It's just because Michael's here.
That's true. I don't even have a name here. It's a piece of paper, and they were like, I didn't need one.
No, if you don't need one, everyone knows who you are.
Save the Amazon, man.
The faunus has no name.
Ladybug is never gonna happen then. This last weekend, actually, this isn't really on the show on the show itself, but as an experience from the show. This last weekend we were at Dragon Con, and there was this little girl who had all 4 of the RWBY plushies. Just like she was cradling them in her arms, and I can't curse. Okay, I cried. I cried basically.
I dropped a hard F earlier. So.
Yeah. No, she just said F. She just said the word
letter
F.
F.
Oh.
Friends who do stuff together.
Oh God, now I gotta finish it. It's fine. Yeah, thank you.
They're the best friends that anyone could have. And
That's a wrong song.
I know, I just wanted to sing his friend's song.
But no, I really enjoy like seeing like this little person over here with their little
Rubes,
too.
yeah.
A little mini Ruby.
I enjoy the reactions we get from everybody and the positive feedback. Well, of course, like there's obviously negative feedback, but that's not something I enjoy getting. And it's just the fan response is amazing. It's overwhelming and it's incredibly humbling. So absolutely thank you for that. Thanks.
Much like Arryn, I also enjoy the indoctrination of children. Them watching before they know what it is.
It's a very important part of the
They're
political
fans,
process.
they know it or not. Like, I don't know what this is, but I love it, and I just keep watching it. I also, my favorite thing about RWBY, like the show itself, is every couple of seasons, I get some lines. I like doing it. And then they don't call me back for a while. I don't know if it's the character, I don't know if it's me. I think it's me. I think Sun was a lot bigger role until I started doing it. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Just been at the gym. I really love Sun. I thought he was nice and
Right, why didn't Blake say that?
Yeah.
Maybe if Blake said that, he'd be in more episodes.
Here's the thing.
Shut me off.
I shipped you off.
Boarding school.
I'm actually I'm down with the idea of a polyamorous sort of thing. Like Blake's, like we could have a kid with Blake and the Blondes.
I think if you said that to Sun, he wouldn't know what that means. And he'd be like, yeah, okay, is that what we're having for dinner? What? I love polyamorous food. I was eating polyamorous yesterday. Yeah, I'll call them too. He can come over too.
Because he's like a fish dude anyway, so.
She does like tuna a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
About 60 people just pulled up their phones and went to Tumblr. I'm like,
That's gonna fiction has come true. It's like, got him. Write the fic, don't send it to me.
write a fake post-it and then I'll find it.
I'll send it to her. What's your next question?
What was the question that started this?
What do you like about the show?
I thought we answered that very well.
We did. It was a solid start. All right, it's a sloppy finish.
Final answer. All right.
Final answer.
Well, one of the greatest things that has been with RWBY is the fact that there's so many ways to connect with every single character, regardless of background or nationality or everything that's going on with that. How has that been, seeing people respond to your characters as far as like, oh, I never thought that they were going to connect this way?
It's awesome. I feel like I'm going to bring the mood down, but it was a very emotional and very meaningful moment. So I had a girl at RTX come up to me, this was probably 4 years ago, and Also, I'm sorry for anyone who's not super caught up on the show. I apologize, we're kind of about to spoil everything. If you'd like to leave, I'm giving you 30 seconds to find the lunch.
Put the helmet on.
We should have said that in the beginning, but we will probably talk about everything.
You know what? I'll keep
now.
it vague, but
Okay.
a certain character that we are all probably very familiar with happens to leave the show in a very horrible way. Gesturing in general.
This girl is alive. Some of y'all appreciated that, some of y'all didn't.
I'm glad for the laughs. I got shot and bring it down again. But yeah, so she was cosplaying as that character. She came over, started talking to me, and she said, I heavily identify with this character, and this character has really helped me through a lot of stuff recently because I am terminally ill, and I only have a little bit of time to live, and I feel like I identify because I know my destiny, and she knew hers, and I was like, damn, man, like...
That's brutal and beautiful.
Yeah, I was like...
Oh my
Like I
God.
cried and smiled at the same time.
Yeah, what can you say to that? I was like, thank you so much. She was really awesome, and I will never forget her. Yeah.
Well, going after that,
Yeah, so
what was the question?
say something really meaningful.
What was the question again? In all honesty, no, I forgot.
It's like a memorable, like what people connect with your character. Like,
Well, there's a lot. Life has a lot going on.
she's got some baggage.
Yeah.
And it's Chanel.
Coco Chanel.
Use that. Don't even need Barbara. Screw that.
I know.
I know, I'm trying to think. I don't know why it would be like a.
Yeah, has anyone ever been like, I'm an heiress,
Right?
and no one understands?
Carousel is a huge fan.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard.
I'm a victim.
It's hard. It's just hard.
Dude, hurt.
Maybe no one talked to you about it, but I have seen people online say that they have had daddy issues, for lack of a better term.
No, I was going to say that.
Don't we all?
I know, it's true. Or like,
Abusive relationship. That's what I was gonna get serious. And everything.
Okay, all right.
If I should, like, and everything. But really, yes. I mean, there's a lot of different and hard topics that the show does head on. You know, pun not intended. Sorry, but anyway, it's something that I think is really special that you can have so many different characters and be able to go through so many different journeys, but there's always somebody that can relate to it in one way or another. Like me personally, I can relate to why I was going to a new school and not knowing anyone. I went to a private school for 12 years up until I was in 8th grade and decided once I was 14 to go to public school in 8th grade, which is the best age to do that, you know? Not awkward or anything, no one's going through puberty or hormones happening, so, you know, I can relate in that way just because she was kind of stuck out of her element, but as far as like getting along with people, I'm definitely more hyper than she is and a little more awkward, but it's always great to just, you know, hear anybody's story if they can relate to any character, so it's cool.
I love your body movement when you answer questions.
I just realized that I did that. I do that when I'm nervous, so thank you for pointing that out. I get really nervous at panels.
Kara is so much more like Ruby in real life. And
Yeah.
I have the social awkwardness of Ruby, but then I just want to take a nap like Blake. I just want to.
It's like depression.
It's like really mixed together.
I mean,
Hey, you're not wrong. There's a lot of people that identify with Blake as like someone who feels like an outsider and more reserved to themselves, but they're excited to see where she goes, how she breaks out of her shell, and that I think has given some people strength to do the same, which is really exciting. And I feel like I've kind of done the same. I was very much in a dark place and kept in like a box that I wasn't able to leave, and I recently was freed, and I feel like she's done the same thing, and so maybe I identify with her.
you just described yourself as a genie, and it was awesome.
Oh, that's the worst part of the song to use. Okay, yeah, I am a genie. What do you never mind, I don't want to know. I feel like they're gonna know you don't. I'll ask you later. Yeah. So me, I identify with Blake.
I like the son. He's nice. He doesn't have too much going on up here. Simple. He's a simple guy.
Is that what you identify with?
He's a simple, he does things good. It's fun. Anytime I meet like cosplayers dressed as Sun, they're always like very Sun-like. It's like a definite choice. We're like super bubbly and happy because we meet people, you know, of all types, ages, sizes, like everyone. But like, I don't know if I've ever met a shy Sun. It's like when they choose to dress as Sun, and most people do the open shirt, you know, any body size. I think I identify with Sun because he's ripped and I'm ripped.
You've got a massive tail.
Yeah.
It might be massive, but it is a tall tail, so.
It's true.
Not as advertised.
No, I've been trying to pitch this thing for a while, and I think I've said this to a couple people today, but I think now is the best time to do it in the series because Sun's kind of off on his own, where he comes back and he's just huge. Like he's like 300 pounds, but he loves it. I think he'd be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And then I could do that cosplay. It'll open a lot of doors for a lot of people, and it'll be like great body positivity. He'd be all about it. He could incorporate some sort of rolling attack or something. Just go nuts with the guy. Do whatever you want. You know, Neptune kick him around like a kickball or something. Do some kind of combo move there.
You can't just steal the storyline of what happened to Sting, though.
Listen, I've had this. This thing was huge for like 2 seconds. Okay, I wanted more.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We didn't go far enough.
I'm 100% in for a spin-off of just Neptune and Sun at home.
I mean, they're the perfect like buddy cop duo.
Yeah,
They're detectives.
That's Sea Monkey, man. I love it.
You know?
Sea Monkey. I ship it.
I wanted you to maybe you could dig up Scarlet and Sage, whatever they're doing.
Okay, I thought they were dead and you were gonna dig them up. That's true.
Alright, we're leaving.
Sage is the big dude, right?
Yep.
Whoa, he's Blaine? No, that was Josh. That was Josh.
This was funny too. So Josh plays Sage, and Gavin gave like one line as Scarlet.
Oh, that's right.
And recently, Lindsay had a book that she was having people in the office sign. That
It's
was
the RWBY anthology. It's on sale on Amazon now. Get a copy.
plug. So it was a gift that she was giving to somebody, and so she was having as many people sign it as possible. And she asked Gavin to sign it, and she was like, "Hey, can you sign this RWBY book I'm passing around?" He's like, "What?" And she's like, "Can you just sign it as Scarlet?" And he goes, "Why?" Gavin, that's your character that you did like 4 years ago. And he goes, "Oh yeah." I forgot he was in the show.
I literally just pre-ordered my anthology.
Let's get that on the sign.
Well, now I kind of want a show where Gavin talks about RWBY and parts that Scarlett was in, much like Gwyneth Paltrow not knowing she was in the MCU.
She was in the MCU. Don't exaggerate. She was in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
She's like, I was in Spider-Man and John Favreau.
Did she also not know that Samuel Jackson was Nick Fury? I think that was another one too.
I have not seen these. It sounds like a bunch of character moments that that I wouldn't say out loud.
This guy knows.
Exactly. Yes.
The drama. I wasn't there.
There's a lot of people in that MCU, okay?
What is it?
500.
You know who isn't there? Spider-Man.
Bring it up. Tom's here this weekend. You all gotta open the room. The guy's gotta be fielding every single question. What about the MCU? And he's like, yeah, I know. Okay, great. I know. Next, can I take the picture? Can I watch it? He's a nice young man. Leave him alone.
Yes, that's really sweet.
Yes.
I love your Doctor Who. You walked in like this.
The entire audience was like,
It was great. What's next?
time for 2 more questions.
So one of the greatest parts that's been going with the show is seeing these characters go from where they were as these naive children to now these experienced fighters. And But what has been some of the personality quirks that you've been able to go and kind of push into the characters, if any, as far as their growth?
Are you suggesting Blake has a personality? Self-burn! You can't do it because I did it first! Self-burns are rare, but effective.
No, I love it. What?
Self-burns are rare. It's right out here.
But effective.
Yes.
Everyone, what's going on?
Okay.
There's a shoe debate going on up here. I don't know what's happening. People are trading shoes under the table. My shoes are still on.
Why is he getting nice?
No name tag.
She's melting, somebody told me.
I feel like, well, I actually kind of think that Blake and Weiss have a similar, like, letting go. And I think that's sort of the point. We're supposed to be mirrors of each other.
Parallels.
Yeah, parallels, exactly. And we're both letting go of our
Crazy families.
our past and stuff, and accepting things and fixing things and whatever. And
I've seen a few people point it out too, and I'm honestly surprised that more people haven't like specifically pointed this out. But they've talked about like how issues aren't black and white, and that's the mirror of y'all's relationship. There are gray areas.
Yeah. And look, we kind of have, like,
See?
That's nice.
Ruby. For Ruby, obviously, like
Weiss has,
like crappy stuff happened, and she's dealing with that. But I don't know. I feel like she's kind of. Recently, she's not taking any crap. Obviously, Ruby's had that speech to Crow, like, you're an alcoholic. Clean it up. But yeah, I like that she's kind of coming into her own, like, in this season specifically, season 6. I feel like she's kind of taking like a bigger stance in her role as a leader, whereas before she was clearly taking the lead from Crow or Ozpin, which, like, makes sense. They're far more experienced, but now she can't trust them as much, so, yeah.
yeah, they're like father figures.
Yeah.
Except she's got a dad. She's got a dad.
Ruby, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same dad, different moms. All right, that's right.
Now you're caught up.
I got there.
Now you're all caught up.
Yeah.
I will also point out too, and we've laughed about this
Where's
too.
my family?
I don't know. That's what we pointed out.
But vacuum, back in vacuum, we left them.
You're a little orphan monkey.
Really, Alice.
Little orphans.
Oh, wait,
Batman.
That Kara just made the most Weiss-like comment, and no one heard it because it wasn't
No,
on
because I realized that I should not have said that after I was thinking about
What'd you say?
Oh no, she was like, oh, they probably put them in the Atlas Zoo.
That's horrible.
That's why I didn't say it again.
Thank you, Lindsay, for telling the class.
Cool plot point.
I mean, it was a good burn, but hot dang.
It's so hard not to curse. I gotta tell you.
Love you, Michael.
I'm not son, but I am offended for him.
For all fun is kind. How dare you?
If he were in a scene with you, he'd have words to say.
And they'd probably be positive.
Yeah. He'd be like, I grew from a seed.
That's awesome.
Be like, yep, I just got a postcard from them last week.
I like talking about just like father figures too. You said that like Crow's a father figure also. Obviously, a lot of people in the fan base were like, Crow's Ruby's father, and like I don't think that's such a good said
idea.
that she's not. I don't have anything to do with the writing process.
Yeah.
However, as fan Lindsay, I think it's funny, and people pointed this out too. Crow just like comes to visit, and he's always like, "Gang, okay, Ruby, hi, best niece ever. What's up?"
He's not the best family member, is he?
No, he's Drunkle Crow. We love him.
I like that. Adam walking into the building.
Get out now while you can.
He's got a gamble shroud. I'm just kidding. I knew you would though.
I think Barbara's not here.
Yeah. DP. She does. On both sides. Okay, I'm done.
I don't know who you are. You're holding the wrong side. Oh, there it is. I just saw the time.
Okay,
there's quite a few people out over here that I know actually have a question.
Yeah.
So,
Run!
one microphone right over here in the
Don't run.
30 minutes has showed you what kind of answer you're gonna get. So, you
So
know,
if you have a real question, don't do it.
yeah, temper your expectations.
I will say it's a big breakdown. I know I said it earlier. We're going to talk about everything that's already come out with RWBY. So if you don't want stuff spoiled, no big deal. Just head on out, go watch the episodes.
Stop telling people to leave!
I'm saying. Every panel like that.
No!
With that being said, we can't spoil what's going to come out in RWBY, so I'm sorry, no spoilers. We can't do shout-outs. Longer questions will be better answered at the booth. We have more time to talk to you guys. So yeah, let's get started.
You hear that?
Is this the, okay, yeah. This is sort of a question about the next season, but not fully.
Okay.
So in the event, so since Penny's a robot, is there a chance that
No.
she might be rebuilt? And if so, what would Ruby's reaction to that be, seeing as she was...
So are you familiar with Jarvis?
Yes.
So I want Penny to be RWBY's Jarvis.
So are you thinking...
He comes back as Yang's arm.
Are you thinking... Are you saying Jarvis is in like pre-Ultron Jarvis, or are you talking Friday or Edith?
What was those words?
Are you mean Jarvis, Friday, or Edith?
Oh, I think Jarvis. OG, that's me.
Yeah, what happened to him when he came back?
He became
How's he doing?
and then became Friday.
We don't talk about that. Hello.
Hello.
I just clicked the mic.
Yeah, I gotta bend down a little bit. All right, so my question is for Lindsay and Michael, but Carrie and Arryn, you can definitely chime in on this. So,
Touch me! This game of emotions we play. I didn't mean to actually hit you that time. I'm very sorry.
All weekend.
You're next.
all right, so if you had to pick any of the 4 members of Team RWBY to be Iris and Luna's godmother, who would you pick?
Me.
I wish Barbara was here to chime in on
I
this.
think they'd take care of themselves a little bit better than...
Wow.
It's just
Like as a responsible adult.
You know what? I should have given Michael a ride to work that day.
Dude, she can make multiples of herself. Think how helpful that would be.
That's true.
Yeah, but Weiss's family has money.
Entire island. I'm a princess.
That's true.
if you sell it, then you have money. They have liquid assets, okay? That's the thing. They got
Well, she's cut off, so that's right. Remember that? Her credit card doesn't work anymore.
That's true.
Credit cards are replaceable.
What do you mean? The original bank signer. This is gonna get like
Yeah.
I think Yang is probably the most responsible.
Yeah, I guess like final answer is Yang, but seasons 1 and 2 Yang. Okay.
no. He's not part of Team RWBY.
John can't even take care of himself. Figure it out, buddy.
It saved my life. It's like magic.
I thought you were gonna die.
Anything happened.
It's like magic CPR. I got impaled. Hi.
Howdy.
Howdy.
This is for all 4 of you. Given how RWBY's characters are inspired by fairy tales and whatnot, what characters from fairy tales or that would you like to see brought into RWBY?
Ariel.
Yes.
I grew up reading and watching Thumbelina, the Don Bluth version. I wanted to be like Ant-Man.
I got my mermaid faunus. We definitely saw those, but like Ariel, man. Yeah. I'll voice her too. I'll do everything.
I'd like to hear that actually.
All right, I'll do it.
Most of what I already had. Cinderella. Oh, wait, we got
I
Cinderella.
already have Cinderella.
There's a lot. Everyone I'm thinking of is already in the show.
I know.
My parents didn't read to me, they didn't like me, so they're just like, hey, watch TV. And I was like,
What about-
this is cool.
I know we're not supposed to swear on the panel, so I hope you'll
What
allow
about
me just one.
Oh!
But I feel like
We're in Utah.
no, true.
Cover your ears.
Tell me that it doesn't sound like a New Jersey story that a New Jersey parent would read to their kid if it was called The Little Asshole Who Could.
Correct. That's not a Disney movie. That's not.
That's a great fairy tale.
I know. What about the 3 pigs?
Well,
That'll work.
the 3 little pigs.
That'll work.
I mean, and the big bad wolf. I mean, technically, it could be a beowulf. You know, not really. Okay, pop. No matter anything. There we go.
There was no.
Nobody said anything back here. Michael.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'd be like, can we get like a character from like Law and Order? We can get merged to our today. Talk about Olivia Benson. Get her on the show.
I love reading the Law and Order books as a kid. When you turn the page, you would go bum bum.
Sorry.
NCIS, Abby. You gotta be. Hi.
So this question is for all of you. What are your favorite ships, both for your characters and overall?
I mean,
Things are gonna
The
get violent,
fandom
yeah.
is all about nuts and bolts.
I am so White Knight and still all the way. John.
You're really like John.
I do. I really love John because I'm
Oh, I
like,
like that one too.
why is you so mean to him? He was so nice to me. He's so cute. Why'd you say no?
sometimes people aren't into like nice people.
It's true. Yeah. Nice is a low bar.
Especially ones that have daddy issues.
As a fan, I love Bumblebee. I have a Bumblebee tattoo. I call him my little dude.
Whatever.
I like Black Sun too. What about Sea Monkey?
That's all I got.
Well, those are your only friends. Oh no.
Goodness. Everyone close your ears.
Oh, you missed an entire bird.
Yeah, she burned me. She was like, "You're not on the show." Is basically what she said.
That was good. Dang it. Sometimes I got good ones and I just miss them. All right. Thank you.
So I would say Rumpelstiltskin would be a fun one. But my question is, as a member of the LGBTQ community, it's very inspiring to see that your show doesn't make it an issue, really.
Yeah.
The 2 lesbian characters, you don't really notice. I mean, they're there, but
Yeah.
it's in your face.
Right. How to hear?
Um,
It's just a way of life. It's just living.
Exactly.
It doesn't need to be called
Art is a reflection of life. Right.
Exactly. So for your birthday, Sun Trap is down the street. That's a good one. But as well, how would you feel about if, obviously we see that there may be some characters that are going to end up together, potentially. Would you want to see other characters potentially end up, like Sea Monkey? So on and so forth.
Yeah. Like LGBT characters? I want Ilya to end up with somebody.
Yes. I was thinking about, I don't know who, but
That girl deserves love.
I mean, like, we were just talking about, like, what's your favorite ship? And again, as a fan, I think Nuts and Bolts is cute. But as someone who, if you really look at RWBY as a whole, both the show and the character, I'm like, I think for her, it seems to me like she's really not romantically interested in anyone. So, I mean, some would like to take that as an interpretation for her being ace. I'm like, that's awesome. That's fantastic.
I've always thought that about RWBY.
I saw some people that are like, I heavily identify. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think so. Girl loves weapons. That's it.
She does. She really does. That's some self-love right there. You get me. Someone you do. Yep.
So in the show, we've seen that faunas can have some pretty cool powers just because they have some, animal parts. So
Yes, Inuyasha.
Yes, the best fauna. The original fauna is Inuyasha.
Apparently rips me to shreds in this new death battle. Oh, crap. You haven't watched it yet. I just ruined it. I just ruined it.
So my question
Yes.
is, if you guys could be a faunist, like what would the animal be like to give you some sort of power? Like what would you want?
Fish. Might be a mermaid.
Is it like Arctic fox ones?
that's what I was gonna say again, and I was like, not for special power, but yeah, Arctic Fox is what I was saying.
Being a fairy would be really cool too. It's like a dragonfly.
cycle. I either want to be something really cool, like a dragon, or like a slug. I'd probably go with a slug. Because then it could just leave goo everywhere. People would slip in it. It's like, you slip in that goo, you gotta stop this.
That's an assault weapon.
Yeah,
An assault weapon.
An assault weapon! Arryn was funny for the first time ever just now.
I made you laugh for the first time ever. Thank you. Oh, yay.
Kara hates faunas.
She does. She's faunus prejudice.
She's like, oh, you're a slug, die. I'm already a slug, Kara. Like, it's bad enough. What else do you want from me?
You can do like mythological creatures and stuff, right?
Well, he just said a dragon.
No, fair enough. All right, those are real to
I
me.
feel like I'd apply for dragon, they go, slug. Yeah, cool.
It's like taking
I wanna-
an aptitude test.
Okay, that's my career path. I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
And alicorn. Oh, honest, please.
You just made that up.
No, alicorn. For anyone who watches My Little Pony out there. It's a unicorn and a Pegasus and a
That's
pony.
amazing.
All in one. Okay, next question.
Hi.
Hey, just real quick, why start with the slug when you could go with the cone snail?
Cone snail. That's it.
I'm not smart enough, that's why. Yeah, I made that pretty cool.
You could be a banana slug.
Yes. Endless possibilities.
This is why we don't write this show.
So my question though is, with the RWBY Chibi sketches, which ones were your favorite to do?
I really enjoyed the Little Red Riding Hood play. That was a fun one. Once you guys play,
could've
we're
used
taking
slide.
anyone's crap.
No, she was done.
I like when the floor is lava.
Oh, that's mine too.
It was great. I just love that. It's a total RWBY thing. I don't know, one just,
Yeah, sure,
Wi-Fi and it's like,
yeah.
okay, RWBY, the floor is lava.
I, for some reason, really enjoy the one where Crow just constantly slams into a window.
I love the one where you get like a teapot or something for, I think you like does
yeah,
it to
you
and
see
she
a
just
teapot for
and, like just jumps in the box because she's a cat. She likes the box better. I love that.
That's stereotyping.
Because I just got a cat bed the other day for my cat, and on the Amazon review.
What did you get?
A cat bed for my cat. A little bed you get.
I thought you said a cat butt. And I was like,
And in the reviews, they had a picture, so I was just curious. And in the picture, it said, best cat bed ever. Thanks so much. I'm glad I spent this money. Best box in the world. And they had the bed and the box and the bed came in, and the cat was sitting in the box instead of on the bed. It was so cute.
I like the Junior Detectives. It's fun. I like cop shows. I like doing stuff with Neptune. But I also like the, I don't remember exactly what it was called, but the one with the stupid bike gang. Everybody had their, like, the cool guys or whatever the hell it was. Because that's like the one out of 1,000 times where the ending of that is me singing a song that I just ad-libbed in the booth, like I do every single time ever. And Miles was like, alright, that one's gotta go in the show. So I don't even remember what the hell I said, but it's just me singing at the end about like how the four of us are cool and blah 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 blah. But that's 90% of what they get out of me when they ask me to do one line for like an hour. And I was like, listen, I got juice. I got juice built up, and I gotta use it somewhere. So yeah, I explode in the booth when they don't need it. But if they ever need it, they got hours and hours of stuff they never asked for. When I leave, the juice is covering the windows. Give me space to run around in there. It's like my hamster wheel. I get to stretch.
If anyone wants to get into voice acting, be sure to wipe down your booth juice.
I hide some. I let it ferment. Other people get a whiff of my juice. Some juice. Save it for the booth.
I'm never gonna be able to kiss you again without thinking about booth juice.
And my job is done.
You literally did.
We'll remember you.
I got beef. I was warning a bit ago, so this was my last question.
We're at our booth. If you have
please.
pressing questions,
I'd be happy to answer at the booth, no problem. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We did not bring any booth juice.
Bring your juice to the booth.
Now you're just gonna get tons of like orange juice and apple juice and everything.
Oh, that's awful.
Sounds
Turning
like-
into a delicious beverage.
Yeah, that's just free juice. That's Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's
That's your juice.
That is not a juice.
Hey, sir.
Hey, man.
Yeah, welcome back.
What's the plan, Ruby?
Oh God.
Oh, that was a good ending question. Don't let anyone else die.
What's funny is actually the first scene in season 7, she dies, and you just said don't do that.
It's just from an aneurysm, so it really comes out. Because you can't detect those things. They just sneak up on you.
High blood pressure is the true enemy.
I wonder if Pyrrha could have detected like iron levels. Like if someone was anemic, do you think she would have known?
Okay, Magneto.
She can't anymore. So that was the last question. Yeah. Does anyone want this?
Eat it!
Thank you. Thanks, thank you. Great. Can't be DM anyone else who watches Camp Camp.